message out now. I got mugs all around. Trying to put laser beams on niggas and shit. They doing right shit. Delicious orange, yo. Oh yeah, buddy. Yo, the light is up, man. Kundalini is rising to the top. I'm gonna be eating oranges. I said that the whole little grape thing. You get the oranges out the way first, though. So we're gonna build about narcissism and you know, bodybuilding. Why their health is leading the mass majority in the wrong direction. You know, bodybuilding, man, it ain't what it really is appearing to be. Like, bodybuilding ain't really what it is. It's not true bodybuilding. We're doing true bodybuilding over here. True bodybuilding deals with detoxing, you know, cleansing your thoughts and spiritual elevation. Bodybuilding that you deal with, you're having a contest, seeing who has the biggest back or arms. I mean, it's cool to have everything what you're doing, but it's not about getting judged by man. Bodybuilding is so narcissistic. That's why you see a lot of your premier, you know, weightlifters and everything. They're full of a lot of acid, man. They're not really happy, dude. They're mad. I'm talking about upset, man. A lot of people can talk a good game in this season, but you have to walk it. You gotta walk it longer than just 2-3 weeks. It may not be for you. I'm gonna lose some people with these ones, these conversations, but I'm gonna gain the right ones. That's for sure. It's a sweet ass orange too. Yeah, bodybuilding, man. Like the bodybuilding that they teaching y'all, teaching everybody, it's narcissistic. It's about the flesh. True bodybuilding is dealing with the body. Yo, what's up, Kevin? Did I say it right? Karen, pardon me. Pardon thine self. I think I said it right. Hey, how you doing? I'm talking about bodybuilding. Like true bodybuilding. Because I don't see a lot of females really caught up in this bodybuilding antics. They may watch some people do bodybuilding and stuff, but they're not trying to, you know, I'm talking about your average lady going in the gym doing aerobics. Hey, Cohades. I hope I said it right, Cohades. Hey. They're not really, your average woman is not really doing bodybuilding no more. You know, it's a lot of stuff you got to do to be a bodybuilder as a woman. You got to take a lot of testosterone and stuff, man. That's horrible for a woman to take. Yeah, that can mess up your uterus and give you extra fibroids and all that stuff. Who wants to go through all that unless you want to just be worshiping your flesh for your body, you know? We want some spiritual body. We want some spiritual building over here, man. So we eating fruit damn near most of the time. Because fruit is a spiritual food. It's not about who can, you know, have the most reps and the biggest biceps and stuff. I mean, it's cool, but it's not about that though. You know, that's going to be the outcome when it happens. The BCAAs is what builds the muscle, right? So the BCAAs comes from the fruit. Man, y'all watch me. I'm cleansing my little face with the smooth. I like it. You know, because bodybuilding as we see today, we see a lot of YouTubers or people online, man, and they're promoting a lot of toxic stuff. I mean, it's cool with citrulins and AKGs and stuff, but we don't know where they're getting this stuff from. It's already bad enough for us to go into certain health food stores and try to get, or nutrition stores and try to get, you know, the best things, the best BCAAs, because they don't approve shit no more. Like as far as dealing with the FDA, so they'll let everything go. Hey, what's happening? I'm gonna see the pics. I'm about to say it like that. What up, B? What up, Biggs? So yeah, we're just talking about, you know, bodybuilding, man, how they kind of, it's an illusion to get you to watch their narcissistic, you know, antics that they got going on, which is like, you know, do this and do this. Ain't nothing wrong with flexing a little bit. I did a little bit of chest today, but see, I don't have steroids, so I can just go, and be regular. It's not about being totally, you know, like I say, in a highly antibiotic state, shooting yourself up with whatever, Lord knows, whatever they got. And I had to say it like that, you know what I'm saying? Because that right there, you have kidney failure instantly, damn near. A lot of bodybuilders can't even make it past 50. When you see them at 50, they're like so happy that they done made it to 50. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Carter, what's happening? It says iSpace. Oh, iSpace model. Let's say Carter, iSpace model. iSpice model. iSpice. Pardon me. You know, I gotta look down and see it, so it's kind of like a little glare. My bad. But yeah, you know, we're talking about these old false bodybuilders, man, and people talk down on them at the same time. They have the same narcissistic traits. It's the cluster B personality. It's like an emotional problem, you know, emptiness that these people have. So they want to get viewed as much as possible and kind of feed their histrionic side of them. But no, we're on some whole supernatural, spiritual, you know, alignment with the cosmos, man. Not reckless, not get your body up and have reckless sex with people, not getting your body up to go and show it off to people. I mean, we're showing it off here because we're showing you what a natural diet can do. You know, not eating as often, not having 5 meals a day, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, drinking water, juice, stuff like that. Stuff to curb, you know, stuff that actually help. You know, hey son, what's happening? You already know. Excuse me. Clean myself off real quick, y'all. All right, so that was some oranges. I guess I gotta wipe my hands off. Hold on, I gotta go to the water real fast and wipe this off. All right, we back. We done made it back now. All right, so yeah, you know, as far as like dealing with this, the bodybuilding, we got to get that up out of our head. It's cool to watch, you know, bodybuilders work out and everything sometimes, but you know they're full of a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? So that pump is happening, and they're living off that pump. Like when you get a muscle pump, you're not showing you how to live off of your natural muscle development. So, you know, these people got to take a lot of things, man, and they haven't really, if they haven't really, you know, grounded in their own spiritual self. We over here, we're talking about spirits, you know, being spiritual, not like spirit on a evil way, but, you know, spirit as a form of like, yo, cultivating your happiness, your joy, all these things that go hand in hand with your fruit when you eat fruit. That's the outcome when you eat fruit. You're not going to be hella mad or aggressive, you know. So with this whole narcissistic, this reality that we got going on, man, you know, posing, standing, and doing, that's beautiful. You're supposed to show yourself, right? That's a good thing. But the things that these men gotta go through, King Kai, what's happening? That they gotta go through, you know, is killing the kidneys, man. The kidney failure it's a wrap. We're gonna start to see a lot about this, man. And people, you know what I'm saying, detoxing. We're gonna see that too. I gotta get another orange. Detoxing, you know, this is gonna be a whole new thing. What the hell? What the hell? I got some carrots. I'm gonna eat some carrots tonight. I normally don't eat carrots like that. I love carrots. I like to juice them, but they kind of hard on the teeth, and I like to keep my little dirty teeth. But yeah, my bro says I'm going crazy on these. Oh man, that quinoa. Woo! Boy, I really want to eat some quinoa, man. They just raised the price up, but I'm gonna go ahead and get my little grill and I'm gonna cook like that just to show. Yeah, I can hook it up too, man. Do my little seasons and stuff. But yeah, but the whole little narcissism, man, we gotta take it each day at a time. Some of us is a little bit more advanced, you know, as far as like, you know, doing our calisthenics and stuff. We want to kind of focus on those things, you know, because you're gonna really build a muscle, like muscles like supraspinatus. Like, what the hell is that? That's like a muscle right here that connects your shoulder and all that. So you want to build these things up, which with, you know, bands and all of that. People, the bodybuilders, they hate on calisthenics and bands. Some of them will do it, but they hate on it. You know what I'm saying? But this is going to keep you flexible. This is going to make you right and light. You know, if you being all groggy, it just further feeds your personality disorder. You know, being narcissistic, you know, going into the world. It's two different sides of narcs. It's more, but two different sides, meaning that there's a somatic narc and then there's a cerebral narc. Which one, you know, are you dealing with? We got the world full of both of these mugs. So it's got to be really careful, man, because this is a intricate season. A lot of information is coming out right now. A lot of information is coming in to inform us now. So this is the best time to use these opportunities. And you know, the money situation is going to change on everything, because you see the whole old world is going down. So we can't really focus on who has the most money. That's a narcissistic trait again. Who has the biggest muscles? Who has the this and that? All that. That's all narcissism. And narcissism is just basically marketing themselves to people to gang them in for narcissistic supply. You know, that's a sad situation, man. Because this is what makes everybody else think that bodybuilding is healthy, and bodybuilding is the opposite. That type of bodybuilding. We talking about true bodybuilding. What we doing is we actually eating fruit. We're actually taking the herbs. We're actually sipping our teas. And if you don't have to do it as often, hey, if you don't have to drink tea all the time, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, good training. What do you say? You know what I'm saying? If you're not like, you know, if you don't have to drink tea all the time, you're good. That means you're not sick. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be happy that you don't sip tea. But if you want to sip tea for, like, there's different kind of teas. There's mood teas. You know, there's, you know, enlightening teas, like where you just sparkling your brain to get them moving around and all that stuff. There's teas that help you with your memory, like ginkgo. There's certain herbs and stuff like that. So, you know, there's just different ways of doing it. And drinking these teas, it just helps you as you grow. Or you can just build your immunity up as you sip the tea. Like, it's all good. You know what I mean? It's all. How are you? I'm well, bro. Oh, I wish I could pronounce your name, but I think you're from India. But shout out to India. I think that's where you're from. I don't want to guess the wrong thing. Say I did a 50-minute on a 30-minute push-ups only today. That's what's up. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Do these push-ups, bam. You know, there's certain angles to do push-ups. They don't tell us about the push-up angles and shit. You know, you hit them diamonds. I got to do a real set out. And I got to just say fucking on everybody that comes around. But it's kind of can be a little uncomfortable for people coming up and being around and like, oh, I didn't know I could come in front of your camera. You know what I'm saying? So they'll do that when they see me doing something. But them diamonds, boom. I get them like this. 30, 30, and then 30. You know what I'm saying? So 30 this way, 30 this way. 5 sets, 5 to 7 sets, you know what I'm saying? Then if you get to a plateau on that joint, you know, just change it up with the angles. Bam, like that. Bam, like that. You know, 15, 50, 30. 5 sets of those. You do those 5 times. That's you do that flat and incline, which is on something that's up, and I mean incline, but also decline, which is down and down, and you get that bottom cut, you know. Those are the keys to doing push-ups, just to look good. I want us all to look good too, you know. I mean, we don't want to just we don't want to just, you know, be smart and shit or whatever and not look good. We want to look good too and feel good and be good and do what we do. And it's not narcissistic. We're not holding no past envious things, you know, behind that we're like putting on this mask and shit. Because narcissists, they have masks, and so when that mask starts to fall, you'll see. Some narcissists masking, it can just fall all the time. You know what I'm saying? So get high reps and pull-ups today. That's what's up. Yo, them hook there. I got to get my pull-up game in tomorrow and shit. I'm getting it in. I'm doing a little side. I'm getting these in again. You know what I'm saying? Got to lose the fat right now. So I just got to be eating more peanuts and shit because I wanted to put on a little more weight and shit. Not too much. It's only going to be like 3 pounds. But it's enough to keep me cool because I notice when I'm more on a rip stage, a lot of shit I won't be able to just deal with out here. I can deal with it, but it's like my neurals is like sharp. So I have to be like somewhere, you know, deep in meditation where I ain't got to worry about it. You know, people coming up and yeah, G. They say every time I do a cleanse, I lose. Like you losing good stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you do a cleanse, you're losing the stuff that you need to lose. You know, so and then it comes back. It fluctuates. You know, because depending on you got food in your gut or you know whatever, and water weight, all that stuff. But yeah, these bodybuilders, oh man, they catching hell right now because they know we out here. We out shit now, G. It's like all the shit that they're promoting now with all this foul shit up in their little stuff, we don't even care about it no more. We're just looking at it for entertainment and shit now. Like, it's cool looking at you, but as far as like taking some information from you, you don't really know your damn self. You know what I'm saying? Why should I buy your product motherfucker, and you going through some shit. I don't know if I want to buy that product, especially if you're talking about health. Because some individuals can be blessed with a certain look, you know what I mean? And they kind of just like piggyback off that look. And before you, but you know, that's not gonna be this way no more. That shit gonna fail after a while because they don't have the knowledge to go with it. They might have gotten by a nice amount of time, but time's up, G. You know what I'm saying? If you're not on that health is wealth right now, it's a wrap because we're exposing narcissism as far as the cluster B personality disorder. You hear it first here. It's like this what these motherfuckers got, man. And that's it. Because we can actually, you know, diagnose our own self. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You're like, yeah, I know I'm a little this, I know my broken part, but you know, as far as like your natural part, like you know who you are. Like I know this is all psychotic. You know, psychotic psychopath type stuff. You know already, it's kind of crazy to say, but they already know. Yeah, it's called, I know, it's all good, B. This is, yeah, I be on the diamonds and the numbers today. It's a regular footstep. Yeah. You can whoop motherfucker's ass. That bitch ready to form. You can form that, it's like you form that the fist for real. That motherfucker can't even unlock. Like, I can't even unlock my fist if I wanted to in this motherfucker. I gotta pry my bitch open. You getting it in, G. Is that them keepers with the same? Oh yeah, that's what happens, G. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. Everything's a muscle, and it depends on the Cause we gotta get on that too, as far as like, you know, cause this is, you know, it's everything on the channel. I'm just exposing the narcissist because it's like this is like the little topic. But as far as like, you know, with the keepers, you gotta do them bitches every day. G, I 500 of them bitches every night, man. It's a regular thing, you know, cause you can't leak now. The higher you get up, and the faster you'll leak because you got so much in you. If you gave little thought to something, if it opens up them vessels, then that should leak out like damn, man, I ain't even trying to think that. Because the prostate is a little weak around that area or that PC muscle. But that's the Kegels are good for the prostate for the older people too. But they can't use the bathroom, they can't urinate good. They sit there and be urinating for a long time at the damn urinal and shit. Or being in the bathroom, it's because the prostate is going bad on them and shit. So we're preventing all the prostate problems right now. They should just want to go under the knife and have that prostate surgery. That happens. My granddaddy had that surgery, but now we got the warning. We can do the Kegels, and that'll help the prostate grow. You have your ligament, your suspensory ligament that holds your divine eye into your gut. That'll further stretch down and further and harder erections, for sure harder. You have harder erections too. You know what I'm saying? But that, you know, if you're dealing with your girl, that's what's up. You know, you can showcase all that. You can do your exercises in front of her, the Jelkins and everything. The Jelkins is like a milking technique. It works. It fills out all the blood vessels and have you nice and extra vascular. You know what I mean? That's what you want. You know, when you're dealing with your wisdom, they like that. They just like it. Right in. But the more in control we are, the better we can actually do these things, because when you have control over your sexual drive and your sexual performance, oh man, you're good. A woman pretty much could just sit back. She won't try to fuck you now. I mean, it's cool to have a woman get up and do her thing, but it's basically like, baby, you just fucking yourself. I ain't finna bust. You just finna. You had enough? All right. Damn, man. You know, I'm just joking. But that's how I could get though, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, if you go into, it says, boom. I said, bro, I don't even need to be trying to engage in it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's right, G, because all that, it'll sit up in there, but it'll go away too. You can actually do it, P. It just takes a little time. It takes a little time and practice. It takes a full year of just actually learning to be like, okay, I got this move, I got the stretch, because we do stretches too. I gotta go ahead and show this actual example with the stretches, man, because the stretches work. I got women that didn't test for it. That's it there in the stretch my joint in a flaccid state, meaning that it's a softer state, you know what I mean? Meaning that you got control over the blood that flows into the joint, even when you got a woman sitting right there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the flaccid state, you put that mug over your wrist, hold that bitch back. It's like stretches, man. You gotta get it at the base though, because it's like it stretches your suspensory ligament, and it's the shaft at the bottom, it stretches. So it kind of pulls up and it gets more thicker at the bottom. You'll notice that shit too. just got to do this shit like all the time. I'm outside, so it's hard for these, you know, these motherfuckers think I'll be playing with myself, so I can only do like Kegels, you know what I'm saying? Kegels out here, and a little bit of the stretch, and also the other stretch. You would be like, damn, this is what you could do with your divine eye. You got to do it. It's a twist, you know, but it got to be in a flaccid state. Ain't nothing wrong with that, G. That opens up all the blood vessels. So when the blood flows in there, everything smooths out. Like everything gets smooth. I got women that can take this shit, you know what I'm saying? It smooths right on out, but you got to stretch it, and it actually gets it more looser and able to fill up with more blood because you're stretching the vessels in that joint. See, it's serious too. You know what I'm saying? My ladies knew. I wasn't playing, G. I even had the water. I knew the signs of the water and shit. Your divine eye swells up with water, not with no dry pump either and shit, G. That'll rip your shit. Water is what swell you up, G. You know what I'm saying? And it works like a mug. Like a mug. So, anyhow, man, so just gotta watch. I was watching out about these goddamn narcissism because it's just a lot of things they got going on in the world right now. You know, they're not really, they want to educate, but they can't educate because now we got the lane. We're talking about everything. We got the health, we got mental health, we got sexual health, we got actual just health with your lymphs and all that. And we're talking about muscle building too, the correct way. Like, yo, you want to actually look good, nigga? Use less weight. Don't use a whole bunch of heavy weight. I used to use a heavy ass weight. That'll mess up your shoulders, your joints, all of that shit, man. I mean, you can go heavy sometimes. I mean, I do that too, but sometimes. I mean, I do it you know, I'm only going like 8 to 12 reps, you know, but if I'm getting high reps, I'm drop setting them bitches and pumping it. But yeah, it's about looking good too, man. You want to look good, so you want to actually train the muscle. A lot of muscles don't need heavy weight. Like your shoulders, you only need, if it's going like laterals and shit, you shouldn't go no heavier than 20 pounds. Really not even 20 pounds, you know, just like 15, but you got to do high reps at angles. And think about moving your shoulder too. You know what I mean? Not like you just lifting up your trap. I mean, I can do the trap too, but that's when I'm using traps and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not using traps. I'm thinking about these things though. You know, so that's when they'll grow. But I got a little bit of water around it, so you won't be able to see the actual cuts. But it's cool. I ain't in that high antibiotic state, so shit, that's all right. So yeah, man. As far as like, let's see, strength in case I have to do a yeah, you can lift weight. You can get extra strength regardless. You just got to do high reps of everything. You'll get stronger doing high ass reps, yo. I mean, also another reason why I went to the gym too, to kind of go a little bit more resistant. You know what I mean? I got offered to get back in the gym. I was outside with lava stones and stuff too, just to have a little resistance. But they got to, you know, high reps do the damn thing. You can't go wrong on that. And if you just take lightweight too, man, something that's pretty light. I mean, the bicep, I used to use like 40s, 45s and shit like that. That's because I was like, just like using my bones and shit, you know what I mean? But you don't need to do that no more. You just use a 30 pounder is at the most, really, because you can hit the angles. Like I hit an angle, right? So I'm just gonna show real fast. Like if I'm doing these and I go boom, the angle I'm gonna hit the full 5 like this, right? Then I'm gonna stop right here and hit them, boom, boom. That gets that top part. Then down here, it just fills it out. Turn it around to the hammer side, boom, 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 so it can pull it all the way out, you know. Then that's what it gives you that full bicep. You actually you can see the bi. You can't see it in mine right now, probably a little bit, but the bi is in there. It's in there, but if I rip up a little bit, next week I'll probably rip up a little bit more. But you'll see it. That's why I like to stay on a certain area so I can, you know, function. Tricep the same way. Hit the underheads. This is like pauses and shit. I know I'm just doing all kind of stuff, but it's like people looking around like, what the fuck is he doing? But yeah, you know, it's pauses and static holds. That shit builds all your pushing exercises, even your pulls. But push for sure. You know what I'm saying? What did God say? It says, can I lift weights in my... Oh yeah, that's what the guy was saying. I didn't even see let me go back up here and see what you're saying, my big dog. Because I couldn't see what you were saying. But yeah, basically, man, that's what we just want to do. We just want to get healthy, you know what I mean? Stay healthy, stay detoxing, constantly detoxing. We're gonna be pulling all the new chicks. New chicks? Oh man, they getting prepared, G. I'm telling you. So I ain't saying that you're gonna ditch your girlfriend that you got now type stuff, but you're gonna have some mothers on your ass. I'm telling you that, even more than what you got now. That's they just gonna peep up and look and see it, because your light gonna enter the room before you do. As soon as you get somewhere, they on your ass, B. I'm telling you, and this is with that energy, you know, eating that fruit and stuff like that. True bodybuilding, like true bodybuilding. You know, we don't care about what these other motherfuckers doing. They doing all kind of stuff, and it's cool to take what you can take from them to learn and shit. Like, okay, y'all do a certain move, I like that. Okay, now I'm gonna apply that. That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people was afraid to take the real move. Like, okay, this motherfucker go semen retention. Like, if I was in professional sports, I know I wouldn't have sex during the season. Period. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? Not even off season. I probably would have sex, but I'm saying I won't release. I tell you that much. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a happy motherfucker having sex and shit. But for sure during the seasons, I would not even do it. You know, it'd be more than just fighting and shit. I won't. Oh, what's up, baby? It'd be more than just fighting. So I guess I ain't gonna be able to find that orange. Oh, it's in my bag. Yeah, I don't want to go all in there and shit. But yeah, so that's pretty much it though. As far as like you know, bodybuilding with the fruit. You know, BCAs, you can gain weight with fruit. I'm about to gain some weight with fruit. All I gotta do is drink juice. You get you a half a gallon of orange juice, man. You drink that shit 3 times a week. You're gonna gain some weight, dog. It has so many calories in there. It's like 300 calories per fucking. It's like 7 servings, 8 servings, 300 calories per serving. So you're gonna drink the whole thing anyways, because we're not just drinking a glass of juice and shit. We're drinking like half a fucking quart or a quart or something. Oh man, I thought I had. Come here, foot. I thought I had more, man. Let me down to the last wire in this dog, man. It's all right, come here. I thought I had more, but I didn't. You're gonna be pissed too, baby. I gotta open up the peanuts and shit. Yeah, I know I like peanuts. I want to keep my peanuts and shit. Apparently they like the peanuts too. That's what that is. And that's what it is. It's spirit too, man. I had 2 chicks today drawn up so hard. It was bad. Motherfuckers was looking at me like, you see them? I'm like, I said, I'm over here. I got the doves in my hand. I'll tell you, man, I got the doves and everything over here. Everybody just stopped and watched. I wasn't even paying attention. I got my music on and listen to one of the young bros who's playing the Native American flute. I'm gonna have to go ahead and link his page. I'm gonna link the page with everybody. But you know, we all starting to communicate now. So, but y'all listen to these things, and next thing you know, I look up. These chicks come down with these braids in their head. You know, one was light bright, other one was kind of brownish. It was bad. Motherfucking ass came out. They did everything you could do. And boy was like, man, look at that see-through man. I'm like, they showing us, man. I mean, I'm used to it. This is what chicks be doing. Y'all gonna be. I'm pretty sure y'all used to it to a certain degree. But ass out and everything, they fine as a mug, dude. I'm just sitting there playing with the bird. They wanted to walk up to me so bad, but they used to niggas being hella thirst. Like, what up, girl? What's happening? They used to that, but I didn't give them that. Cause I gave them that, but not in that type of manner. You know what I'm saying? They was coming up, approaching. Usually, certain women, they just come right up. Like certain foreigners, they'll come right up to me. But they was from the mainland, so they didn't know how to approach me and shit like that. But the foreigners come right up to it, like, hey, how you doing? Oh my gosh, can I hold it? Like I'm the one holding them. Like I'm selling bird pictures and bird holdings around here. Like, yeah, you can hold it too. It's only like me and a couple other brothers that's on senior retention out here that be really, you know what I'm saying, holding the birds. There's one young god out here named Super G. The god out here, he's on it too. He's like 18. I'm proud of him because he's 18 and he's out here. And you know what I'm saying, he's doing calisthenics and stuff too. And he's out here, you know, senior training and got the vibe with the birds and shit like that too. The birds don't run from him. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is, man. So yeah, just be careful with this old narcissism out here, y'all. I mean, as far as like, you know, all these YouTubers. I haven't looked at the other worker outers in a long time. They used to show up on my page. I was like, why the fuck are these people showing up on my page? I don't even want to see these niggas and shit. Because I know already it's histrionic. It's a competition thing. I'm not in competition, man. We rolling with the creator, G. It's like better than our own self and shit. Everybody got their thing to do, G. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, but I don't see it too tough no more and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I see certain topics that are here, like, yeah, I know you did the knowledge, because, you know, it's like hip-hop. Underground music is like the best. You don't hear it all the time and shit. And I know we underground over here, so it's about to get up on the overground. It's gonna be the main thing. This is what's gonna make us great. This is what's gonna make us great and be back at our pristine glory of where we was at and looking good, feeling good, pulling all the bitches. And I'm saying that in a cool way, not like sad way. Not pulling all really, you know what I'm saying, not coveting each other. I'm not pulling chicks like I'm hollering at you. You know, you just know how to be confident, cool, and play with them. Go out on a date. You know what I'm saying? I go out on a date and shit. You know, I see you chicks out here. I mean, I get some bad ones, some old ones. So I'll go out on a date, you know, like, nice date. Like, you know, I know how to charm them up. And they be like, whoa. You know, at the end of the day, they be hitting on me and shit. You know, so stuff like that is cool. And it depends on if you run into a Jezebel. You know, so gotta watch out for those. You can tell when the Jezebel come up, but they don't want to hear shit you saying. But put that thing on, nothing. That's it. They don't want to hear nothing. One wisdom tried to come down and be all in my face right here. And she was fresh off the mainland. Thought I was just gonna be all like in her face, and shit. But that didn't work. She was bad too. I ain't gonna even front. She was from Kansas City. She came here by herself. She had some money. You know, looking good, body was right, everything slim thick. She was ready, boy. She was like, man, you can take me to these beaches down there. Like, I know I could. We ain't finna do all that right now. I want to take you down there to show you some shit, but I can't do it. People coming from the mainland, they still like on it. So that's why I'm like this now, and I can talk like this because I've been healing for a while, you know. So, yeah, I just wanted to jump in, man. Narcissism, boom. That's dealing with, you know, bodybuilding, like that type of bodybuilding that they're doing. So just be careful. So you won't be led in the wrong direction. I'm gonna do more things on other channels as far as like, you know, dealing with the spirituality and breaking down the mysteries and shit like that. I don't want to get too much in this, but I'm gonna lose a few people, but it's okay. The real ones is gonna be here, and we're gonna be getting it in and working out. We're talking about this fruit, and when we go online, it's gonna spark the whole movement, G. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, y'all need to go ahead and get up. Mate, you need to get it up too. Stay on up, G. So we can go ahead and connect. You already know. And Kai, man, you gotta go ahead and stay right too, because we're gonna need some things that it's gonna be on, G. It's gonna be on it. It's gonna be on you and shit. Y'all might as well make a channel, man, so because it's gonna be popping. It's gonna be on like hot butter popcorn, man. So just go ahead and believe in yourself and have this faith, because once I got faith in us, this is the way too, man, to feel great and not to you know, be off and shit. What the guy said? The guy said for $1, you was talking about that quinoa or something like that. Yeah, quinoa out here, man, is like $3.19. I used to get it every day. That shit's after a while, after $3.19, that shit adds to 3, 6, 9. I ain't even added 16 to 19s in the game yet. That's a lot of money for a week. So I have to pan myself out or just separate certain things and eat certain things. Tonight I'm gonna eat a salad. I'm actually craving a salad, y'all. So put all my little fixes in there. I have to use the canned goods, but if I can get the fresh, that's what I would be using. I'm gonna get to that point so y'all can see it, but that's normally what I'll be using. But I'm out here in the world, so you can still get it in and still look good and still be parasite free. Not parasite totally free, but you know, lower than these motherfuckers and shit. You still be on point and everything. Eating out of the canned goods. Yep. Canned goods work, you know what I'm saying? But not plastic ass, not food out of, not noodles and shit like that. That shit is gonna clog me up. I already know. I've been through that noodle stage a long time ago when I first became. I stopped eating them noodles like that, but I still was eating them every now and again until I got up to a point like, man, excuse me, I ain't gonna do that shit no more. I started getting rice noodles, you know. And then quinoa started to get popular, so I started getting quinoa and then mixing it up. And that was like, gave me the same amount of energy and shit, even more. I could digest the shit more. So I focus on fiber. As you grow older, you're gonna have to focus on fiber a little bit more too, because you want to release, you want to be regular. When you're younger, you can just damn eat anything and get it out, because your body's still kind of young. When you start getting around 30 something, you begin to be more responsible for your thoughts. So if the more reasonable and responsible you are now, the more strength you have in your mental, you know, control type shit. And when you get older, you'll be able to, you know, master yourself, master little things. You ain't gotta fall to the wayside like, damn, that's gonna be hard. I shouldn't have missed that wormhole when you were younger. That's where it falls into play. That's why they send niggas to, you know, young men to war when they're young, you know? So, you know what I'm saying? It was 19 years old, G, fighting world wars, dog. So it's something special about them ages, the beginning. So once we take those energies and harness it back inside, and that kundalini, oh yeah, we'll be right, Chief. We're gonna be right. So yeah, man. We ain't gotta worry about that fake ass bodybuilding. These people trying to sell you a dream. And they already lied to you about the rep rate. You know, they lied to you about the rest. Because these people are taking their anabolic steroids. They're taking steroids. So they're telling you information that you have to use when you're taking steroids. You can't eat 5 meals a day, man. You're gonna be bloated and sick. Your mind's gonna be messed up. So we're training ourselves to get 1 meal a day, or 1 meal every 2 days. You know, at the most every 3 days. There's some people that'll say, "Oh, they don't eat no food." They'll say that, but I'm guaranteeing you, there's certain things that it came to. Because when you're not a breatharian, when you're in the corporeal flesh, you're training yourself to get to that point as you grow. You're not eating nothing, motherfucker. You're gonna eat something. The thing is, you're gonna have to be able to try to eat as minimal as possible and gain the most energy you can out of it on the cellular level. That's the key. Well, other than digesting, you're gonna eat something, dude. So we're just training ourselves to not eat as often and be more in a guru-like state, in more of an enlightened state, in the nigga state, or in the naga state. That just means an enlightening being. So that's what nigga really is and shit. A king, an enlightened one, an enlightened being. The kings are enlightened, you know. Our kings are, because we're all priests, naturally. But we're getting back to that status, you know what I'm saying, without being too extra religious with it. But this is for all the ones who, the Israelites, the Gazaners, the NOIs, whoever, the Malachi Yorkians, the Nuwapians, all the ones who feel like they've been kind of led a little bit in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? This is what's gonna get us back on, right here, getting the light into the crown chakra, and this is how we're gonna become one. So I had to jump in with that, man. You gotta get ready to move on around. I got people coming up. It just be men though, and they just watch me and shit. You know, out here it's a lot of meth addict men out here. It's sad. But either way, God can just be the example, and I'm not really talking bad about him and trying to shit on him and shit. I just be me, which is just, you know, I'm not overdoing anything. It's naturally me, G. It's naturally me. Some people hate that if you're naturally you. You know, not saying that you're just happy, but you just exude happiness, or you just show happiness. Some people be mad at that. You can tell if they're fake, but if they're genuine, it's like, damn, that's tight. And I've been through some things, and we're gonna address a lot of that shit too coming up, as far as like, you know, how to get our tribe back together. I know I'm just talking about working out, but this is what my tribe people right here, right quick, to get our tribe back together and to get on point, because everything the powers that be is lining up for us, you know. So yeah, that being said, watch out for these bodybuilders who promote a lot of whey protein. We're like, get the fuck out the way. We're on that over here. Get the fuck out the way. I might have to get a shirt with that one. Get the fuck out the way. It means get out the way, and you need to get the fuck out the way, man. Because we ain't got time to be hearing all this shit. I don't care about what the hell y'all ain't eating right. Like 100% of the time, you know we know you taking all that shit. So if that's what you like, that's what you like. You know what I mean? We're on some old new, we new. It's on some new-ish right now. It's pairing together with our sexual energy. We're not spilling it. We're doing more creative things. We're empowering your creativity. The more you got your life, the more creative you're gonna be. The more you're not gonna be pissed. The more you can see shit more than it is. You know what I'm saying? You can see and smell shit. You know what I mean? But it's a mile away. I ain't going over there. No, that energy ain't right. You know, you gotta start valuing your energy, because you won't be sensitive to energy as much if that light ain't up. That light gotta be up. You gotta feel it before it comes around when it's approaching and shit. I'm just keeping my back. My surroundings, which is my cipher, which is C I power her, which is C is the mind and intelligence, and the power is the truth, and that's what you have. So you'll be powering her, which is your woman. Energy, her energy. So you show her that you're the rightful ruler. Hey y'all, I love y'all for joining in, man. I'm gonna go ahead and hop up off of this, but watch out for them bodybuilders. They may look good and everything, you know what I'm saying? May have a narcissistic charisma, may have a histrionic charisma. And look those up. I'm gonna get into that too, so I can actually have it up instead of just going off the whim. You know, eating fruits and the oranges and stuff like that is the best thing you can do. Oranges. I ate 2 of them. I said I was gonna do the grapes. I thought I was gonna have it like that. I ain't got the bread for the grapes, but I got some oranges though, and I got me some apples. That worked just as good, you know. And so yeah, we're doing that. We're doing the orange thing. At least a nice amount of them, and I'm gonna eat something solid tonight, like a salad, but I'm doing a gang of oranges in the daytime, you know, just to keep the skin tight and stuff. And said, yeah, man, that's what it is. That's what we on, man. As men, we're gonna keep ourselves up. But you know, I know the women's watching too, and they're gonna do this. They're gonna do the daggone thing as well. So, you know, they're gonna hold it. They're gonna make sure they hold that light in them too, and do their part. Especially if they want a man, the future man, the type of man that we talking about. They're gonna jump on board. They're gonna know what's up. So yeah, man. All the other stuff fall to the wayside. All bodybuilding, and your time is up. We don't give a fuck about what you're doing, what you're taking, whatever stuff you're putting in your mouth, and drinking, causing kidney stones and shit like that. We don't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? We're over here trying to get this lymphatic system flowing, the lymph moving, and getting them adrenals cleared out, so you can go ahead and have a happy and joyful life and shit. Because it's already bad enough you're dealing with these motherfuckers every day on a daily basis, going outside, people dealing with their own personality issues and shit, taking it out on others. So let's just not feed that and just feed us and feed our own self the rightful things. Take care of yourself. You're not selfish. You know what I mean? Because everyone that sees you doing that, they help you. Or you get help, or you just get congratulated and or just hugged by the universe, man, by the Most High. Because you're doing the right thing. You're a baby of the Creator anyways. All right, I love y'all. So I'll be with you in the next one. Peace. One time for the Cabbage Patch, man. Everybody.